Alright guys, here we are in game 1 of T90 series number 6. Now, we have in the blue Slam and in the red Daut. This is a Huns war for game 1, and it is played with the no walls mod. Make sure there is game sound, right? Okay, there is game sound. So anyway, let's briefly talk about this series and what we have seen. If I can go back, we've seen MBL and Winchester in the first one. Elite Teutonic Knight with the resub. Thank you so much, man. The second one was Tato and the Max. I'm struggling to get all the names correctly in my head now, but so many big players have played in these games, all with no walls, and it's so very interesting because that's a lot of what we see in top level play. Now you add Huns into the mix, they cannot house wall, and while players do get a rehost in this 7-game set, I don't know if they will want to use that in game 1. So in the blue, we look at Slam. There's gold on the back, you can see that there. He has a wood line and actually a stone and another gold. So this is not bad for Slam starting off. He does have a hill over here. I know we have a ton of Slam fans, so you can get the hype in the chat for him. It can be kind of a problem that this forage bush is here later on if scouts or a drush comes in. But ultimately, I think his map is pretty good because he has a gold here, a wood here. He gets the boars in, and he loves to lure his deer. That will be very, very good. Then you look at Daut. Let's take a look in comparison and see what he has. Now, he also has a hill right next to his berries, so that much is similar. On the back, he has a wood line. He's a gold very close. I'm really happy to see that these guys don't have bad maps, to be honest. Pretty good maps, and we're getting subs, we're getting resubs. Guys, I gotta talk about the game. T90 series has begun. So you can see Daut's out here. Players can lame. This is probably the biggest sub train that I have ever experienced. Daut just making sure that this board does not get lamed. I don't think Slam's that type of player though. Slam is more of a macro type player where he will lure in his deer. So with no walls, what does this mean? Well, normally I would say, hey, this is a pretty good map for Slam. All he needs to do is wall here, build his barracks here, his archery range here, and he's going to be in a good position. He can't do that. In fact, we saw Winchester and MBL in the very first event. I definitely recommend going back and watching them on YouTube. They were using outposts and mills to wall. Like, that's how desperately they needed to wall off at some point. So it really was incredible, and it forces players to do different things. I assume we're going to see scouts because this map is definitely going to be open with no walls, but we'll see what the player's build order is. I'll remind you guys, in game 2, you will be in the chat able to vote on the map and the civilization available for these players and vote on what you will see. I have a neat little video put together, and if you're seeing this on YouTube later on, I definitely recommend you follow. You'll see the link below the video description there, in the video description, sorry. And follow, stay up to date with the live stream events, because everybody here in the chat, they're going to say hello to you now, and they're very happy with being here. Whoa! What? I didn't see that earlier, but Daut is luring a boar from the middle of the map. I saw he researched Sluim. I was like, okay, that's kind of early for Daut. That's insane. Look at that. Where did that thing come from? Probably back here. But no problem. No problem. These players are two of the best players in the world. Am I dropping frames? If I'm dropping frames, you're going to have to refresh the stream, guys. My apologies. Daut and Slam are two incredible players, and thus I'm very excited to see what they will do with these settings. Now you look at Daut, you see he's putting the barracks up and you see he's collecting gold. Is he gonna go man-at-arms? What is he tempted to do here? You look at Slam, and he's definitely building for scouts. If you look at how many he has transferred to wood, 2 lumber camps, and, well, he's on his way up now. Going up on 21 pop. 22 pop is kind of the safe eco approach. 21 pop is not too shabby when you get these deer. Obviously, you probably want to be a little bit faster when the maps are so open. I remind you guys, if I do have any quality issues, my internet provider just sucks. It sucks, okay? In fact, I moved out 4 months ago. I'm going to be moving again after this. Like, good upload speeds and download speeds, I mean, they're good, but the connection is just not consistent. So you're gonna, if I do have issues, I haven't been having issues. If I do, Just please, just refresh the stream and all will be fine. I'll never fully drop. Knock on wood. Look at Daut now. This is a pretty late drush. He might transition into man-at-arms, but you can see that Slam is almost in the feudal age. I'll remind you guys that $125 is split between each game won. All 7 games are played. Daut is coming in with this drush, and Slam's going to have to deal with it. He can't wall here. Normally, you would wall right there. There's no possibility for him unless he builds like 10 outposts and wastes all his stone. So he can't wall. The drush can be super effective. And now Slam's like, oh, okay, I have to fight a drush now in a situation I normally wouldn't. He's going for a stable here, and Daut just needs to delay. He's on his way to the feudal age. He's definitely doing the right thing. You're not going to be able to drush fast castle. But to be honest, in the end, I feel like this was pretty good for Slam. If you're Slam, you probably would want to send your villagers back now to work, but he's going to kill 1 militia, and, well, I was going to say it wasn't a lot of idle time, but he sent those villagers a long way. Okay, so let's see what Slam has in the way of resources. He has a lot of food, and like I said, he lured 3 deer. He's going to make those scouts now, and he's probably going to kill Daut's scout as well. This is a really, really good dealing with the drush from Slam. Going to kill the scout. He's probably going to kill this militia already. Pretty good stuff from Slam. So he has the food. He'll start tossing up more farms. Meanwhile, we have to look at Daut. And Daut... well, obviously he has a barracks here. He can make some spears. He's going to need it. He's still in the Dark Age. He's almost in the Feudal Age. He has a lot of wood and a lot of food. Will he go for scouts himself? I feel like he might need to think about that. Slam is in a good position now. Has a lot of momentum. And obviously full feudals is something we might see. There's a stable from Daut. I think that's a smart decision. Normal transition might be to skirms and archers, but he just doesn't have the time to get out to the gold. A double stable from Daut. A double stable. I love it. 2 stables, and you know what? Slam might be doing the same back at home. We take a look now. That's a really early double stable, though, because you need the resources, but hey, he knows he needs to come back into this one. 2 spears now from Daut. And he's just going to try and defend his berries. Like I said, the hill's going to be such an annoying factor in this game. Scout here. We're going to see another scout here. So a couple of scouts queued up, but Daut's going to need the food to be able to produce out of 2 stables. It's not like you build the stables and instantly can produce out of them. Now Slam's still producing out of 1, and Slam may transition into archers. Now, he could always go for the Bloodlines upgrade on his scouts. I don't know how many he has in his stable back home, but right now we need to focus on what Daut sees back at his base. He has 1 spear positioned here, but 1 will not be enough, and now the scouts are coming out. Alright, so it's very, very important that you lock down your map and your resources. You cannot wall whatsoever. 1 bad fight could be a game changer. Now Slam is getting Bloodlines. This is kind of what I expected. He's researching that there. And how many scouts did he have here? 4 more from Slam. So he's going to have 8 scouts with Bloodlines. Daut has 4 scouts without Bloodlines and a couple spears. Daut needs to be careful. It's so enjoyable to see the positional awareness from these guys, because Daut's going to run out this way, Slam's going to run in this way, and we'll see how they react. Like, if Slam ran in right there, he probably could have killed the spears and forced Daut back. But both players are now running out. Now we have the archer ranges coming from Slam. I think Slam is in the better position here. He's building a watchtower now. He's doing the right thing. He even is collecting some stone. Towers are going to be really important with no wall mod Huns. Well, that spear's right there, and that's going to be a goner, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Daut is not prepared for this. Even if he had his other scouts here, he would not be prepared. We had 1 villager go down, and the spear will be 3 villagers in total, as that one went down, and this one will. Slam on top of it here. I did notice over here those units ran in, but I didn't see a loss for Slam. He does have 2 spears, and Slam is on top of it right now. That villager may die, but it's worth the sacrifice to kill 2 scouts, I think. And now Daut. He's actually only a villager down, but he's certainly behind in army composition. He doesn't have Bloodlines on his scouts. Slam is already transitioning to archers. Daut just went out to gold, and Slam can take this fight easier as well. And Slam is going for the blacksmith now. So Slam is definitely ahead in this game. Like I said, the first game is so cutthroat. And really wise move to keep your scouts alive if you're Slam. And you know what? Look at this. Look at this. You're going to look at Daut's TC. He can't see this just yet, but Slam's just going to run right back in. Slam recognizes he has the lead right now, and he's going to continue to harass. I did see one villager go down there as well, and now he's just going to run away. Again, he has Bloodlines. If you're wondering what Bloodlines is, it's 20 extra HP, so that's a big deal. But you can see Daut is now researching that, and Daut's going to take the fight here. Slam may not recognize the Bloodlines upgrade came in, but I think he was expecting it. Now he's going back. Probably does see it. Slam back at home. Already has 7 archers. Soon to be 9 and another archer range. So Slam actually building towers and thinking about the Castle Age upgrade a lot earlier than I would have expected here. But tower defense is just so huge, I think. I've watched, I guess, a total of... well, if you include this one, 6. No wall mod Huns with top players. And I feel like the players who went for towers early always did a really good job. Well, Daut sees the ranges, and he's got to be like, oh man, I have to do something. I have to smother Slam in some way. But you can see that Daut continues to run out, and he doesn't have the defense back at home. Well, look at the resource count. 600 food for Slam and 100 for Daut. And now Daut is, you know, forced to defend here again and doing a little bit better job this time. Now, archers and spears over here from Slam. This is so interesting because you normally don't see so many spears, but what a great engagement for Slam. Daut didn't do anything. He lost a scout, received some hits. Slam's going back and he's on his way to the Castle Age. So you can see scale barding now coming in for Daut. I really like Huns Arabia for the first one because it gets players warmed up. Especially Slam, it's like 8 a.m. for him or something like that. It gets them warmed up. It can be a relatively fast game, but it's a cutthroat game. We can talk about so many small things in this. Ultimately, I think it was just a better strategy for Slam. The Drush didn't really do anything for Daut, and it just hurt his flow if he was going to go into scouts anyway. But you can see, as Slam runs back, Daut's going to chase him down, but Daut did research scale barding. He is building towers. He's going to need some more towers, I think, because there's going to be a lot of crossbows pretty soon for Slam the man. A watchtower going up again. Slam not taking any risks. And if you're Daut, you just basically need to buy yourself some time. He has 3 extra villagers right now. He'll actually be behind if he does make it to the Castle Age, because his TC will be idled. But these upgrades are no joke. But that's going to be a lot of crossbows, and that is no joke either. Daut has clicked up to the Castle Age, so I thought he was more behind than he really is here. Again, he just needs to buy himself some time and distract Slam's archers. Running the scouts to the left-hand side now. University early from Slam. I feel like 1 TC is a great approach here. He's not going for the next town center. He's just instantly going for the university so we can get ballistics. What was going on with those scouts? They were dancing there for a second. Daut's taking good fights though. He's just trying to delay Slam, but Slam recognizes this. He's running out across the map. Meanwhile, Daut is going to go 3 stable. So we're going to see 3 stable knights versus crossbows into cav archers. Daut has been playing this game since 1999. He recognizes what he needs to do here, but can he do it? He will throw his army away to spears, scouts, and crossbows if he fights, so he just needs to slow these units down as much as he possibly can. I didn't see ballistics come in for Slam yet. I could have missed that while I was talking because I'm so focused here, but I just love how Slam is continuing to run across, researching pikemen as well. See, when you remove walls, things like pikemen come into play. A lot of resources for Daut. He's abandoned this wood line. He's only on gold right now. But you know what? He has a lot of wood. He could still build a siege workshop. He can't go to this wood. He can't go to this wood. He can't go to this wood. This is open because there's no walls. This is so messy for Daut. He does not have another tower. He's running villagers away. He's going to try and find some more lumber. We need to see knights. Light calves coming in for Daut as well. But look at all the villagers being picked off now. Slam can just sit underneath this tower and kill so many vills. And this is the benefit of getting up first, going with the ranged unit, and of course, the no wall mod. Slam has a huge advantage now. Almost 10 villagers ahead, but he needs to be careful not to lose his army as the knights are now coming out. Chain barding will come in as well. And I think Slam will lose his army here. Now, once he loses his army, cav archers will come in. And in fact, the cav archers are already out here from Slam, joining the fight. Had they found this wood line, that would have probably been like, you know what, I can't handle this anymore. But I don't know if he saw it. If he did see it, he can't fight this for now. The problem for Daut is that he sent so many villagers away. He had so many idols. I don't think his economy is going to be able to keep up with 3 stable knights. But Daut's still holding on. Holding on to what he's got. But it does matter if he makes it or not. I mean, again, 7 games here, guys. All 7 games are played. We're still in a similar situation. Daut needs to buy himself some time. The problem here is that if you're going 3 stable knights against a ranged unit like this, especially Hun cav archers, which are cheap in AOC, and pikemen, you need to have a strong economy, and Daut does not have that right now. He's 12 vills down, and he had a lot of idols, so I think actually that villager will die. I think it's going to be really difficult for Daut. Slam with good recognition, that villager running over there. Maybe to build a tower or something, I'm not sure. We'll pick her off. Or Paulette, am I right? So what do we have? 6 villagers here for Daut and like 4 knights. More knights coming over. Slam's just continuing to micro down these units. You can see he's just trying to micro. And Daut is still sending out knights. So this is pretty incredible. But just look at the eco difference. That's the first game. 30 minutes. Done. Alright. So like I said, first game is pretty fast. I like to get the players warmed up. We have 6 more games here, guys. This next one, you will get to vote on if you're here at the live stream today. You'll get to vote on the civ. You will get to vote on the map. So I will quickly look at the achievements, but for the sake of time, players' time, because they'll have to wait through the video and everything, I'm just going to show you the largest army, first of all, but the economy. I think the economy, the transition to archers happened because Slam had the early scout engagement war won. So Daut's unit choice there was not the wisest decision. Had he gone man-at-arms, it would have been different, but I think that's what changed it. At this level, those small things can make such a difference. Anyway, guys, videos coming in now. I'm putting the chat into slow mode.